A few weeks ago, I had an experience that was kind of wild. I was actually on vacation, and I had a random thought that came to me out of nowhere. I thought of an old boss of mine. I was just like, oh hey, I wonder how he's doing. And he texted me a few hours later. I hadn't talked to this guy since summer of 2021, right around the time where he left the company I currently work for. And we caught up a little bit, and he's just like, oh hey, I have a position on my team that you'd be the perfect fit for. So lo and behold, the following week, I met up with him, and he gave me a tour of the facility and everything, and it was very impressive. I would have loved to work for them, but I ended up saying no. And the kicker is saying no to the amount of money that I would have been making if everything had gone well and I was officially brought on. I'm guessing that I would have made 50% more than what I make right now. And I make a pretty decent living right now. I can afford to live on my own, even with how expensive everything is now. But when I told people that, or I didn't tell everyone, but I told a few people how much money I would have expected to make, and they looked at me like I had four heads, like, dude, what are you doing? Whatever. Granted, some of those people are also engineers, so they can relate, I guess, to a level on being faced with a decision like this, but they're also adept in different technical areas than me. So they're at positions with their current experience and everything where they can cash out because they're good at their niche, if that makes any sense. But I still think of myself as being relatively fresh off of school, where I only graduated with my undergrad in 2019 and my master's last year in computer engineering. And I don't say that to flex, I say that because I'm still learning. I feel the seasons of my life going by and my interests shifting to different things. And I don't want to cash out with the current skill set that I have that would make me the most money. I started my career as a test engineer. That was my first official job towards the end of undergrad, and then officially after undergrad, I started as a test engineer. And I could get a test engineering job right now and make bank, but I don't want to do that. I don't enjoy test engineering enough to cash out on it yet. And the technical work that I'm doing right now is different enough where I'm still learning. I'm still learning a new skill, a skill that I could see myself cashing out on once I'm good at it. So I decided not to go for this new position. Alex Ramosi talked about this in one of his videos. I'll link it below if I can find it. We'll see. But basically, sometimes taking the quick cash out, winning the long game. And as long as I'm working a 9 to 5, I want to keep my options open in terms of the different levels of software engineering that I could pursue. Now that I finally am one, like a real one, I'm doing really insane technical stuff, and I still want to keep my options open. I work in embedded systems right now, which is essentially just programming lower level hardware on a computer board, like a processor or something like that. That isn't exactly what I do, but that's the gist, I guess. And that requires a really specific set of skills, and I'm learning that right now on the job. I'm not going into it completely blind. I have experience, so it's going relatively well and fast, but I'm still learning, so it's cool. I've wanted to get into embedded systems for a few years now, so this is awesome, but I already see myself looking ahead, and looking ahead, I want to be a fully remote worker or just have the freedom to do that. Again, as long as I'm in a 9 to 5, which has me thinking, maybe I'll go into web development. Maybe full stack development, which is a completely different skill set. So it's just kind of funny how life just keeps evolving, you know? But if I were to cash out and take the job of a test engineer, I would not have those skills. I wouldn't be working on those skills. And down the line, my ability to shift into remote work or even just build on what I'm doing right now in embedded systems is just not feasible, or wouldn't be as feasible. So I'd rather make more money down the line doing something that I enjoy instead of cashing out right now for something I can do well, but I don't fully enjoy. Alright, I think that's all for this video. I felt a lot of resistance to recording this today. I literally had it on my to-do list all weekend, and I just kept procrastinating and putting it off and putting it off. And I do have other crap to focus on, but like, if you made it this far, you're a real one. This was the perfect thing for me to talk about. So if you enjoyed this little story and want to hear more, feel free to subscribe and like if you're into that. But obviously, you know, if you don't, click off. You do you. And I'll catch you on the next one.